The government proposes to amend the Juvenile Justice Act so that even 16-year-olds can be tried as adults in the case of serious crimes. Now, the existing law defines an adult being 18 years of age. But just in the last little while, the United Nations has slammed the government's move, calling it a real step back. On the program this evening, is lowering the juvenile age limit a magic bullet? That's what we are looking at this evening.
हम यही चाहेंगे कि इस नए कानून के तहत उस अपराधी को भी सजा मिले जिसने एक हंसती खेलती जिंदगी खत्म कर दिया.
A day after the cabinet cleared amendments to the Juvenile Justice Act that will permit the JJ board to decide if children between the ages of 16 and 18 can be tried as adults and sent to jail, Nirbhaya's parents want a fresh trial for the juvenile convict who was given a 3-year supervised sentence in an observation home. Under the amendments, juveniles cannot be given the life or death sentence under sections of the Indian Penal Code, but there is no clarity on provisions under other legislations like terror laws and the NDTV Act. The government's decision comes after data shows an increase in crimes by juveniles, a jump of 13% between 2012 and 13, with some arguing that the current law doesn't act as a deterrent, since juveniles act brazenly, knowing they will get away with just a mild punishment. The National Crime Records Bureau data also shows that 67% of juvenile rapists fall under the 16 to 18 age group. The figure is 68% for murder.
I think it's about in terms of a deterrent and trying to look at it from the perspective of the crime rather than the age.
इस तरह के क्राइम कई हुए हैं और जिसमें टेक्निकली 18 से कम के उम्र के लड़के थे, तो उनका जो क्राइम की मॉर्बिडिटी और हॉरर था वो उसके बाद कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा दिल में रहम बचता नहीं है.
But data also shows that in 2013, crimes by children in conflict with the law accounted for just 1.2% of all crimes reported. Reason why many are wondering if the government jumped the gun, swayed by public opinion.
We needed a villain, right? And right now, this adolescent is the villain that, and the scapegoat that this entire nation seems to be baying for blood. What these children between 16 to 18 need is not to be sent to prison. What they need, for Christ's sake, is help.
Some juvenile justice board somewhere may feel the need to transfer a child to the adult system. Another may not feel the need to do so. How are we going to deal with that kind of arbitrariness? I think we need a larger discussion, a greater debate on the issue, and it should go to a parliamentary select committee for review.
It was in 2000 that an NDA government had increased the age of juveniles from 16 to 18 years as per the United Nations Convention on Child Rights. Now the new amendments have once again reignited the debate on whether children in conflict with the law should be treated through reform or retribution. In New Delhi with Himanshu Shekhar, Ketki Angre for NDTV.